Alright, Shalom. Coming to you in the name of Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Makakodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone, who taught me this truth, and salutations unto the Archim that continue to put the word in truth and in sincerity. Now, here we have on the camera, as you can see on the screen, rather, his channel, Battle Axe of Yahweh Shai. And then pretty much, this guy to the left in the red garment, the dude to the left goes by the name of Ashan. Alright. And basically what it is that this guy, he's basically responsible. He used to be amongst us, man, and pretty much he likes to come across like he's one of the pioneers of this truth. Like he likes to come across like he's one of the pioneers of the truth, where England is responsible. But it's well known, and let it be established once again, this guy's a new guy. He's not in no position. He's not one of their heads. Never was, man. And he originally came into the camp, which I was in at the time. Okay. He came into the camp, and questions were asked, like, how the hell did this guy get here? Like, who is he? Just shot up into some position that couldn't handle, wasn't worthy of, and as a result, a lot of back and forth, but as a result, this guy, he broke off, did his own thing, and, yeah, that's pretty much that. But he's now responsible for, I would say, about 90%, if not 95% of the bug outs in England who've got the doctrine twisted. This guy's responsible for them. Now, this is, he don't go out no more. I'm not going to get into it. But he ain't out there no more. But he did a Passover, and, this guy changes up the doctrine, man. And I'm going to get some precepts, but I'm going to just say what I've got to say, play the video, then read the precepts and close it out. There's no need to make it a long video. But basically, this guy's just an Israelite in an African mindset that can't get over Africa. He had garments made in Kente style, which was very questionable, because we're Israelites. We're trying to detach ourselves from so-called African, associations. We're not Africans. We go deeper and prior, before being in the West Coast and other parts of our diasporas, but, he changed the name. He said Israel no longer Yasharala or something like that. He also said that the Holy Land is in Ghana, so, and we you kind of see things in people, but you can't accuse a man, or you can't get on a man unless it's actually done, so you see things in the pipeline, you pray for a brother, but then when it actually comes to pass, you're not even fazed, because, I could see from the get that, he still had that Ghanaian shit in him, man, Anyhow, I'm going to play this from the previous year's Passover, and, he's going to cut himself. Now, the scriptures speak about eating the Lord's Passover unworthily, if damnation unto yourself, there was the whole new moon Sabbath saga, there's been multiple guys that's done that, put that bullshit argument. He was one of them, so anyways, let me just play a little bit of this, and I'm going to bring some precepts, make my comment, bring the precepts to back it up, and then I'm going to be out your way. Yeah, well, unfortunately for you, you spoke over your life there. You know, in fact, let me get that. So this is Proverbs 18:21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. And this guy, man, oh man, he loves the sound of his own voice, man. You know, center stage ain't center enough for him. Like, he wants it all, man. You know, and pretty much, you know, the words, let me run it back. The words he just spoke was actually a prophecy, if you will, you know, over his own life, man. Because this guy, he said, you know, when you flop, you know, the Most High's gonna get you. This guy flopped on a lot of stuff, you know, a lot of grievous stuff, man. And in all truth, mercy was extended to this guy, but you know, he didn't take heed to the warning, to the the admonitions he received, and pretty much, you know, he ain't around no more, man. You know, and I called it from the jump. Even the way he got his wife was demonic. You know, she'd actually commented on one of my videos and asked where the camp was, so she could come down and listen. And you know, the day she came down, this guy was, you know, I don't want to get into the nitty gritties of it, but basically he was head over heels for her, and you know, asking brothers who wants her, and then nobody wanted her, and then he was like, well, I'll take her. And he did some grievous off-key shit, even surrounding that, man. But like I said, I believe when I, you know, met her, you know, I said, you know, because I got to the camp kind of late that day. I said, are you the woman that was on my comment board saying that she's going to come down to the camp? And she said, yeah, I am, you know. And I said, okay. And, you know, fuck it, I'm going to say it. I sized her up, you know, not on no physical thing, but, you know, I took a look at her and my spirit said, nah, man, she's a witch. She's off, you know. But she came all force humble and listening and yes, brothers, and I just want to learn, you know. So lucky my stomach's going. Need to eat some food. But yeah, she came on that force humble tip, but I said, nah, man, she's a witch. And pretty much it's my firm belief that, you know, she cast something on him, and ever since then he was going downhill already, but he just accelerated on a downward decline. Ever since he got with that woman, man. But hey, let me run this again, man.
That's why sometimes you gotta see it coming. If you know you flopped, you gotta know the Most High is gonna come and get you. You just gotta hope it's not gonna be devastating.
Hope it's not gonna be devastating. Well, you changed the doctrine, all right. And you've done a lot of grievous, just off-key shit, man. Like I said, I could get into it, but there's no need to come out in previous videos and whatever, man. You know, but this dude changed the doctrine, man. You know, on a like, any change of the doctrine is severe, but you know, like, he severely changed the doctrine, like off track, like some different thing, like crazy, amongst other things, you know. So the most I got you, and it was devastating, you know. It was devastating, man, you know, because you're no longer around, man. You know, you did some dumb shit. You got told off by Esau, and now you're not around no more, man. You know, but you're responsible for the majority of the bug outs in England, man. Okay, you know. And I know a couple of these. I say I know, you know, these guys. You see them around. A couple of them, one or two, like the guy on the right. He happens to be in the shop. You know, same kind of area. You know, and a couple of these other dudes, man. If they see you, they may salute you. You know, and shit like that or whatever. Some of them used to come down to the midweek camp and all of that. let me say this, man. Fuck you guys, because when you thought when Ashan was the in thing, you know, and you thought you could come up against us and act like some sort of authority, and you've got the new breakdown, you've got the new revelation. Yeah, you was up his ass, man. So don't come around now saying, oh yeah, you know, not that you are, but you know, if we see you, keep it cordial. What's up, man? Keep it stepping. You know, I've done that before. I've been on the way to the camp and they teach outside of a train station I need to use to get to camp, you know, and I just gave them a nod like, yeah, whatever, cool, see you, but I'm on my way, man, you know. But don't try to be pally in the case where that ever, you know, unless you're repenting for it, you know, the madness that was taught, you know, then that's another story. But you know, if you think it's some go along to get along shit, man, you know, fuck off. Anyways, with that said, yeah, did I play all of it?
Right, so this is prayers against spiritual attack. So if you flop, you mess up with the Most High, you know, this is the prayer to clear the slate for you. Right. So
Where's this in? That's what I'm saying. Like we got taught as when you watch that video, I believe it was in 2010. Apostle Lab did, along with Apostle Gabar, Apostle Rakar was there also, and mainly the Connecticut Bishop Elders, and they simulated the Sabbath Passover service. Yeah, one of the very first things Apostle Lab had said was that this was passed on to us. You know, from Rabbi Abba Bivens, King Marshall, High Priest Ariyah, High Priest Aikwab, you know, Apostle Tahar, you know, and it's like a legacy we continue, man. And through the Spirit, that service is done, you know, how it is, man. Now don't ask me, well, is this how we did it 2,000 years ago? We don't know, man, you know. But for what we have right now, for the time we're in right now, this is how the Lord wants the service done, man. Because that's what was revealed to great men, pillars in the faith, of how to do it, man. How to conduct the Sabbath Passover service, man. You know. Okay, but here it is. He's adding stuff into the service that's not even a part of the papers, man. You know. All right. So, you know, what's that word they like to use in the Catholic Church? What is it, man? I believe it starts with a C. It begins with a C. It's like an order of service. The word escapes me right now. It's not part of the I can't remember, but there's a word they use for like the order of the service. Well, you have the in righteousness, man. That's not part of the order of the service, you know. But the template, if you watch this video, the template is from the original paperwork and order of service which the apostles and elders passed down to us. But then once again, here we go changing up shit. You know, the Lord ain't with that, man. You know, now let me get a precept. Continue. Boy, man, I need to eat something. My stomach is just growling right now. But there's, you know, due to COVID, inside joke, due to the COVID, you know, they got people working from home now, but they're monitoring you on certain laptops and shit, so you can't even do your own thing. But yeah, I need to eat, man. Anyway, so like I was trying to find this, I got it. 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 14. But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned, and hast been assured of, knowing from whom thou hast learned them. Yeah, one of those things is what? The Sabbath service, man. The Passover, which we use for the Passover as well. The complete Sabbath service is pretty much the one and the same. You know, the Passover service, you know, is one and the same as the Passover service, man. You know, there's certain things that have been put, when I say certain things, the whole service, the whole compilation itself was given through the Holy Spirit and passed down through the ages, man. You know. So you ain't continued in what you learned, man. You decided to do your own thing. You know, you could say, oh, you're being trivial, it's just a Passover. You can, okay, cool, but what about the doctrine? The doctrine ain't trivial. The doctrine is precise. Did not Yahushua say, not one jot, no one tittle in no wise shall be changed from the law until it will be fulfilled? So let's just say, oh, well, we can do the Passover however we want to do it. Okay, let's go with that. You do the Passover however you want to do it. Cool. What about the doctrine? All right. There's nowhere in scriptures that says, actually the West Coast, the place they're gonna call Ghana later on is that's actually Israel. You know, or Yasharal is not actually how you say Israel, some other madness. You know. Or the Sabbath is the new moon, and the Sabbath is the full moon, and the full moon is the new moon. So that's major grievances in the doctrine, man. You know, so this just an example, man. You know, and like I said, Passover's coming up, and you know, I don't know why, but this kind of popped up in recommendations, so I clicked on it. I've watched it before, but yeah, man. And I remember I was in my woman's area a couple of years ago, and I bumped into one of the guys from their camp, you know, and he didn't really see me. I kind of sought him out, man, you know, because I ain't fake, man, you know, and I pray the Lord keeps that spirit on me, man. I ain't gonna see you and just pretend I didn't see you, even if we don't see eye to eye, man. So it was a Sainsbury's joint, you know, out there in a particular part of London, and I said, hey, man, hey, Shalom, man, you're part of Ashan's camp, right? And by this time they had stopped going out, you know, and I said to him, well, why don't you go out no more? And he said, yeah, we're taking a break. You know, famine of the word. You can't force the famine of the word. The famine of the word happens. You can't decide it's the famine of the word, so I'm gonna stop teaching. That's the madness he had these guys doing, man. You know, and then a couple of them realized that he was a bug out and left him. But because they never came in through a solid teacher, they're worse off than him now. So he's responsible. Like I said, this guy's responsible for the majority of bug outs in England. Let me get this precept and close it out. I believe it goes, it's twofold more the child of hell, man. Okay. Matthew 23:15. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for you compare seeing none to make one proselyte. You know, and this guy was on a recruitment spree. You know, I remember when, you know, I don't want to get into it, man, but, you know, he's trying to get in, like, I had to remind him, you know, I can only speak for, you know, on video anyhow, I only speak for what he said to me, man. You know, and I know he tried it with other brothers because the accounts were given, but man tried to get me to come with him and all that. I had to remind him, like, you know, I've been doing this before you, bro. You can't get me to join you and you came afterwards. Like, what the hell? You're off key and your actions are proving it, man. Like, just leave me alone. You know? But anyways, it says, to make one proselyte, and when he's made, he make him twofold more the child of hell than yourselves, man. So guess what? All you offspring of this dude on the left, you're worse off than him, man. You know. So here's what it is, man. But yeah, this is just the example of where you at, bro. You know. Alright. You know. Where you at, man? What's up? What's happening? Alright. You got spun out. Alright. Your woman's a demon. Alright. And hey man, I don't give a fuck. Fuck your woman, man. Okay? Fuck your woman, man. Alright? Because she's a witch, man. Alright, he likes to say, oh, she's a Judite. Nah, man, I assessed her spirit. She ain't no fucking Judite. Alright? She's from the tribe of Levi, and she's a fucking witch. Alright? And she spun you out the truth, man. Alright, you spun out. That demon that manifested through her spun you out, man. Alright? And Ashan had a lot of pride in him, man. The scriptures say pride goeth before a fall. Once again, the scriptures don't lie, man, but Hey, with that amount, man. Shalom.